What's going on, Comic Book Nation? We're here in San Diego Comic-Con with the one and only David Mazouz, star of Gotham. And we got Starlet here hanging out with us, dressed as Harley Quinn, cosplaying for Comic-Con this year. So, David, how's it? Oh, she's not having it. How's it been so far? How's your Comic-Con experience this year?
It's been good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little different. There's no Gotham presence here. You're just here kind of flying solo.
Yeah, I'm repping for the team. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's sad, it's sad not having everybody here, but I'm glad that I'm here. I'm glad that we made it one more year and we can be here.
And that's the big thing to talk about is the one more year. Yeah. Obviously, there's a big will they, won't they, as far as being canceled or renewed. And thankfully, we got renewed. You guys got renewed. We were all excited that you got renewed for one more season. And starting early in 2019 is when we're hoping to see it. And you guys are going to start production pretty soon,
Monday.
Correct? Monday?
Yeah.
So you're flying out here, going to New York.
Going to New York tomorrow, and we start the very next day.
What have you seen so far from season 5? You read any scripts yet?
I've read the first 4.
Okay.
And they're really good.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm going to say that.
Right.
Because even if they were terrible, I have to say that they're good.
It's in your contract.
But there's good and then there's great. This season, the atrocity around No Man's Land, that whole storyline brings a really well. It's the perfect environment for a character-driven storyline, which is exactly what season 5 is, and that's why all of our characters are going to be driven to become who they're destined to become. Bruce is finally going to become Batman. You're going to see Catwoman. You're going to see Riddler and Penguin. You've kind of already seen. You're going to see a mustache. Hopefully, I actually don't know about that one.
We're all crossing our fingers for that
one. But we're finally getting to end the show the way that it's supposed to be ended, and it moves so quickly. It's so real. It's so gritty. I mean, by far, we haven't started shooting anything yet.
Right.
So obviously I haven't seen anything yet, but just from the scripts alone, I think it's going to be my favorite season so far.
And what's that going to, obviously we can't spoil stuff, but what's that going to do for Bruce personally? Because he's at this place at the end of season 4 that we saw him, finally being on his own. He's like, no, Alfred, don't come with me. Like, I'm doing this on my own. And then, kind of teams up with Jim Gordon there in the ruined city. Where does that put him when we begin season 5?
He's going to be, out there helping people. And, at the beginning, he's going to be very concerned with Selina because we know what happened with her. So that's going to be a big struggle, how to help her if there's any way he can help her. And eventually, he's gonna realize that the GCPD, who kind of have been, Jim Gordon has been so desperately trying to hold this light to Gotham, and literally and metaphorically, and to show the villains that there are good people, to show the good people that there are people that are willing to protect them. But eventually, as we all know, that's not going to be enough, and Bruce is going to see that. He's going to look at people like Penguin and look at people who are the roots of corruption and the roots of abuses of power, and realize that only somebody like Batman can take them down. He's going to become what he needs to become.
Now, you mentioned Selina, and then, the big twist last season, obviously, was her getting shot. It was the whole Killing Joke storyline, and it was like, oh, is she going to take on this kind of Oracle role thing? But, we know we're seeing Catwoman. We know there's going to be more from her on the Catwoman front, so she's not going to be wheelchair-bound for the rest of her life. But right now, she's gone. She's out of the city. She is being helped by Alfred and the doctors, and Bruce stayed behind. So what's next for the two of them? I mean, it's going to be a while before they see one another, obviously. What's next in their evolution?
I think the only thing that we've been waiting on, really, it's going to be Batman and Catwoman eventually. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but I think when we first see them again, it's gonna be a rocky road because obviously Selina is gonna be pretty pissed at Bruce because ultimately it was Jeremiah who wanted to get to Bruce, and that was why he shot Selina, and that's kind of what put her in this state. So, but eventually they're gonna be back on the same side, but Selina is gonna be a different person. The way that she finds her way outside of a hospital bed, forces her to sacrifice some parts of herself, and she's going to be more Catwoman-y, but less somebody that Bruce can be friends with.
Now, Batwoman and Catwoman have been like making headlines recently, as you probably know, with the comics and the wedding
yeah,
that was
of course,
supposed to be that didn't happen. Did you and Cameron
Yeah.
read that or hear about it and talk to one another about it? Like, what was y'all's reaction to how that came across?
Actually, I think mine and I think hers. So I was like a big New 52 fan, but I haven't gotten really into Rebirth yet because I was waiting for like because I can't do like the little 10-page panels
yeah.
because I just like the cliffhangers
Kinda
are
binge it,
too
like
ri-
binge
yeah,
read all the way
exactly.
through.
I need a binge read. So I know that there's some big volumes out now, but like I just wanted to wait until everything's done. So I haven't really got into it yet. But the first time I heard that Batman proposed or that Bruce proposed. Me and Cameron were at a panel and someone asked us about it, and I think that was her first time hearing about it too. So like that was really interesting. But so then we did talk about it afterwards, and it's not exactly. I mean, it could happen. In
Right.
the distant
It's
future,
not coming in Gotham, but
Yeah.
it's interesting to see your own character kind of evolving in a different medium at the same time
Yeah.
as you guys are.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing about the show. I mean, you always see that. We were shooting season 2 or 3 when Batman vs Superman came out, and I saw a whole other approach to the same character that I'd been playing for 2 years.
And one thing, the fans were such a big part of getting you guys renewed. I mean, everyone was going nuts all over Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and calling for more episodes for Gotham. And we got the final order, whatever more episodes to finish it out. But there's still a lot of petitions, a lot of fans going crazy. Like, oh no, it needs to be more. I mean, another service to pick it up, Netflix or another network, something like that. But it kind of sounds like you guys are really happy with where you're taking it and kind of the potential ending that you've got in front of you. You guys really, it sounds like you guys are moving towards a finite, ending for the characters you built.
Yeah, well, I think I don't think we have. I mean, obviously, it's not my place. It's more the writers, but I think there's not much. We can't rely on getting picked up for a 6th season. I think we're really lucky to have this final season. I'm really thankful to Fox that they gave it to us, and I think that having this opportunity to end the show properly isn't something that we should throw away and ask for more. I think we're really lucky to have this, and I think it is a good opportunity to. Obviously, speaking for myself, of course I don't want it to end. Of course, I would want it to go for many, many seasons more. But like I said, I think we're lucky to have this, and I think that this is a really good way to. And also, who's to say that? Because if it did, in a perfect world, say it did get picked up by another streaming channel, we could still continue the show.
Yeah.
As these
Batman,
people,
yeah.
exactly.
Absolutely.
So nothing's off the table.
Now, we're talking about getting to Batman at the end of the season. You've been getting in the gym and getting some Batman weights in and start.
A little bit. I'm starting to.
You're looking good, man. Looking a little bigger than before. You're rocking and rolling, ready for it. And now you got a rival too. Before every season you've kind of had adversaries ish, but now you've got an arch nemesis.
Yeah.
Finally.
Exactly.
In Jeremiah
Yeah.
Valeska. What's that been like going to this final season? That preparing for a real Batman and Joker-esque rivalry to end the show.
It's been good. You will definitely see. I'm allowed to say this. They cleared me to say this. Either you will see a Bruce Jeremiah showdown this year.
Good. Is it going to top the Carnival? Because that's been one of the pinnacle episodes of Gotham.
You have to wait and see.
Okay. And finally, kind of, what can you tell me about the relationship with Alfred when it comes back? Because that's been one of the most talked about things in the show forever. So what can you say about Alfred and Bruce when they finally find one another again?
When Alfred and Bruce kind of come back this year, Alfred, Bruce, and Lucius are going to be probably the strongest team on the show. They're working together. They all have the same goal. Lucius is going to be making gadgets. Alfred is going to continue to train Bruce, and it's going to be really those two people and Bruce himself that are going to propel Bruce into his transformation, into the Cape Crusader. Alfred and Bruce, it's crazy thinking about it, they've had so many ups and downs, and Bruce literally killed him at one point.
Yeah.
But now at this point, they're a team. and they really are together, and there's kind of no, there's not going to be so much of that struggle that we've seen. Alfred is resigned to the fact, and not even resigned to the fact, but he's really proud of Bruce, and he's really proud of how determined Bruce has become. And I think Bruce really appreciates having somebody who cares about him so much and who has stayed with him through so much.
Yeah.
And they're really lucky to have each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, David, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm
Thank
excited to
you.
see you guys get in production on the final season. Starting this week. I'm excited to see and hear how it goes. And you guys keep looking for it. It's coming eventually. And 2019 is when we're going to start looking out for it. So get ready. It's all coming to a close. Thank you guys for stopping by. Keep it locked on Comicbook.com throughout the rest of the weekend as we bring you more exciting news and interviews from San Diego Comic-Con 2018. Until then, we'll see you later.